So people might have remembered this moment, right? It's at the DMZ between South Korea and North Korea, and Trump meeting Kim Jong-un. So I'm showing this for a reason. Why didn't any of our other presidents do that? Maybe it's just only because Trump could do it. I more think it's because our other ones went along with the war establishment, like your Glenn Becks, and our media goes along with them. Look, I don't trust anybody 100%, even Trump. There's nobody I trust 100% except God. I think that's fair, but I think it's important to look at fruits. I do. I think it's more important to look at fruits than it is words. The fruits matter. So the fruits here were something we've not seen before. And Rocket Man stopped. He wasn't doing any more rocket launches. But was it him doing them? Or was it our intelligence agencies that infiltrated that country and have been controlling it from within? That may seem like too far of a stretch for people, but I mean, they go into China to use their laboratories for stuff they can't do here. There's just so many countries that, they go, the Congo, they've really been, unfortunately, our war establishment has been a bunch of manipulating sociopaths, psychopaths. And when your Glenn Becks start making fun of people on TikTok for speaking truth about this and being and making faces like, you want to watch stupid people on TikTok? And it's like, God, you really show your true colors. I now understand that part in the Bible, the hypocrites, the hypocrites, the hypocrites. Your media, Glenn Beck, they fall into that category. So he clearly follows a different God. Very manipulative too, by the way, just to mention this, because when he made his grand statement today about he's not taking away free speech, he's just choosing not to add his content to the platform, because every time he brings up the CCP, he gets banned. Well, maybe that's because the CCP has nothing to do with China. And if it is a China app, maybe they're just tired of you guys lying. Now, your Epic Times is going to say things like, this is what the Chinese Communist Party does. Mark my words. Joshua Phillips, all of them will do it. This is what the Chinese Communist does. They allow free speech to turn people of their country, the American people, on their government. Well, we don't really need. I think that a lot of people were turned on our own government after we saw how they treated this man. So to think it's such a far stretch that maybe China, if China does control the app, that maybe they just don't like people lying about the Chinese Communist Party, because is the Chinese Communist Party really our war establishment that's gone in there, has destroyed Kim Jong-un's country, and they see the world as their petri dish. So that world elite, that global bankers elite with our war establishment goes in and causes, takes these countries into their own enslavement camps and ruin them just to toy with people. I mean, think of how the North Korean people live. Again, do you think Kim Jong-un, and I could be wrong, I just have a hard time believing that the leaderships of North Korea, the leaderships of China are so horrible, such horrible men that they destroy their own people. I mean, to the level that's been made out to us here in the West anyway. But Trump was able to have a meeting with him, and here's what's interesting. Trump said in his meeting that Kim Jong-un is a good leader, yes, and he said there would have been great things done had, 2020 not happened. Yes, again, in the book, Trump, almost every leader in every other country, or all the major ones, China, North Korea, he talks about them being great leaders. And that may seem crazy to people because of everything we've heard about Kim Jong-un, the same way everything we've heard about Russia and China. But who's telling us that? The same war establishment that's on the media telling you, even that alternative media, saying it's CCP. CCP is CIA. It is. It's not China, and it's not North Korea. They are under the thumb of our war-mongering military, medical, industrial complex. They go into Ukraine, do a bunch of money laundering. They do experiments in their labs, what they can't do here. They go and test missiles there and then put it on Kim. I mean, I think they keep the leaders of these countries suppressed too. And I think that's why these leaders appreciated what Trump was bringing. Because Trump said good things about Xi Jinping. And yet I see people, and they get banned from TikTok for going after Xi Jinping. And I think maybe that could be happening. I don't know, because it's like you're not getting it right. I don't know. I'm not saying it's right. We're America, but just something to think about, because every time you talk about it being Xi Jinping, then what you're saying is that you're believing your own media that's told you all this stuff. I wanted to read the line in here. Maybe I did in my last video. The reason I'm saying all that Trump believes him and Xi Jinping will come together again. So he has respect for these leaders, even with the virus. And not because he was a part of it, but because these leaders want their free countries back too. I think that Kim Jong-un meeting Trump and him crossing over, the first president to do that, shows that there's people that want a strong leader here in America and not the sellouts. That's why we're always told all these countries want to destroy us because of our freedom. No, it's our own people in this country that do. They got into these positions and they hate Americans. I don't care what anybody says, they do. They do. When they can sell us out to manufacturing jobs out from the underneath the American people, tax the hell out of us, all to serve whatever damn agendas they want. They just see us as animal slaves. And Glenn Beck is part of that war establishment, and he'll be the bitch for them. Sorry, it's the truth. I wish I could be kind about that, but when I hear him make fun of Americans on TikTok, I think, you arrogant fool. I'm saying this because somebody left several comments in one of my videos today, and the person sounded frantic, and I just wanted to read them really quick because I don't want people to be afraid. They want you to be afraid. Don't be afraid. I think this is going to come where it's like just in the nick of time, and it not saying Trump's going to, I mean, it's God. With all my heart, I believe that. I just think that it'll seem like all hope is lost. So this is the comment. This is not the United States of America. It feels like our state has given up on us and everything. Constant worry, constant stress, constant what's right, who has the right to take food away, take gas away. I think the White House needs to come down, be demolished style, and a new one can be replaced, but not on the same land. They have provided its history. It's all starting over. They ain't even worried about us anymore. I don't even understand. They need their money taken away from them. I support you in any way I can. I really do think they are trying to take away rights from us and are taking away freedom of speech. I really am starting to think that our own government is a scam, a fraud. Yes, exactly what I said. They're going to start taking shit away. I can understand how they feel. But they shouldn't panic. If you believe in God, don't panic. God always has the upper hand. And all these people that went along with agendas all these years to lie to the American people, well, ultimately, they face God's wrath.